Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop all that. Stop the madness. It's 6 o'clock. What is this? I'm just trying to hang out, you know? I'm checking my levels and it's Friday at Daily Shred. I was trying to listen to a couple tunes, mate. And I'm here with kicking it with my friends, Daniel, Dale, and Dumpling, and everyone else, all my other BFFs, and I'm here at home. I got a nice ice cold cup of coffee. And I've been working on some new tracks because I'm so inspired right now. I don't know about you guys, but I am just crazy inspired at the moment, primarily by, well, you and just everyone in my life that helps me feel awesome. Like I spend all this time at home, working on curriculum and all this nerd shit. And every once in a while, I get to work on my own tracks. And lately, it's just been Friday at 6 p.m. So, I had most of the afternoon alone. My kids are over at that ice maze in St. Paul, which is pretty cool. And I just had a big breakthrough recently. I've been kind of facing this introspective existential crisis about techno, basically, because here's the long story. I'm about to go deep with you guys. Hope you like deep. Basically, I kind of hated techno for a while. Like I loved techno for all my 20s and 30s, and that's 20 years. It's a long time to like boom, boom, boom. And then around, I don't know, 40-ish, I stopped liking techno, partially because I broke up with not a bunch, a couple of my most significant techno friends. And they had different priorities than me, and it made me sad. And not so much their priorities, but the way that they were dicks and the way that I was also a dick. We were dicks. And so I got married and, had kids, and it was awesome and enjoyed like a kind of more evolved life. And they probably did too on their own. And I don't know, around the beginning of this last year, I had this breakthrough where I was like, it's time for me to shed myself of all that anger and shame and guilt. And I reached out to all those people. They'll never watch this stream, but if they were watching, they'd probably be crying right now because they'd be like, hey, wait, what the hold on. Oh God. Let me just make sure my chat widget got all. Hold on. Damn, I'm in the middle of a deep, deep thought here, and I got my thing freaking out. Hold on. That sucks that just happened. There we go. Get this thing rolling. Wasn't trying to change my damn scene. Well, I'm going to change it. It's fine. But so what happened, guys, is I kind of had a little bit of a breakthrough where I just said, you know what? I'm going to reach out to these people and get friends with them again. And even if I can't be friends, I'm going to tell them I'm sorry for being a dick. And that's what I did. And it was a good move because you know what? Now we're all buddies. And even if we're not buddies, I don't care because I got to liberate myself. And moments later, you know what happened? I fell in love with the techno again. God, it was awesome. It was just such a good move for me. So liberate yourself. If you have anyone that in the past you've hurt or that you've been a dick to or whatever, like as your attorney, I advise you to just reach out to those people and tell them I don't know, tell them you're sorry or tell them to fuck off or whatever it is that you want to do, but do something that's going to help you get past it. Because I did, and God, it was just great. So since then, I've been feeling really inspired, surprise, surprise, to make some techno again. And so here I am, like, adjusting my OBS, getting ready to, I had to flip things around. Yeah, you know what happened, Boodlezoid in the chat? I was just clicking along, telling my life fucking story right now on the Daily Shred, and I'm looking at my OBS, making sure everything's all tight, and I accidentally hit some key command, and I don't even know what key commands are mapped to OBS, but I better get out of there in case I bump the wrong key and it ends up fucking my thing up again. But we should be good now. Let's hope we are. Audio's all in, everything's Gucci. So now let's it's time to listen to some music. So basically where I last left off is I'm just a guy with some beats, and I just want to have some fun. And as many of you know, I've been making the kind of dance music, the late night kind of warehouse, even early morning, dare I say, like deep minimal techno sound for my whole life. That's what I started making in the late 90s, and I've been making that the whole time. Lately, my biggest inspirations are some, honestly, more IDM sounds, but I've had these techno songs from 2020 that I just love, and I didn't even share them with people. But what I did do is I posted on Facebook the other day. I'm trying to figure out how to release these, and I ended up connecting with a couple vinyl plants, and so I'm going to do a vinyl release coming up pretty soon, which is really exciting. And I got my main A and B tracks. Those things are done. They're ready to go. If you email me, JP at Slam Academy, I'll spam you with some slam shit, but then I'll send you those links to those tracks. But then meanwhile, I'm trying to work on the inside cuts. Inside cut is like vinyl DJ lingo for, like, you have the A side, which is, and the B side, they're the main cuts. And then usually if you have songs that are only 5 or 6 minutes long, you'll have an inside track. The inside cut is the one that's like more weird or more experimental shit. So I have 2 inside cuts I'm working on for my next vinyl release, and we're going to work on them today. Ooh. So cheers to that in the name of freedom. I'd like to thank all my friends on social media who have reached out to me and given me tips on how to get things happening on the release vinyl front. I feel like I have a kind of newfound inspiration. This track right here, this one I'm calling, I don't really have a name for this one yet. Maybe in the chat you guys can help me come up with a name. But this basically, this is kind of a deep Berlin dub techno song. So for fans of Basic Channel and Chain Reaction, which I know there's probably no one's ever heard of that in the stream, but they're like innovator, early minimal techno producers from Germany. In fact, the Ableton software was designed with some other software developers by a techno band from the early 2000s, late 90s called Monolake. And they made some deep kind of minimal dub music that's inspired this stuff. And it wasn't just them, it was really Pole and Stefan Betke and a couple other amazing deep Berlin dub producers that inspired this track. But let's go ahead and listen to this and I'll shut up. And we're going to work on this. The thing we're really going to work on, see this orange clip right here? This is the kind of lead sound that I just threw in there, and I just need a lead, which no dub techno has a lead sounds. So I'm going to keep it as subdued as I can. Let's see what happens. Let's go ahead and hit play, and maybe you guys will still like it. Again, you're watching the Daily Shred. That's awesome. Thanks for being here. I'm here every Friday at 6 p.m., but all my best friends are streaming every day at 6 p.m. Central on these channels, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. I'd like to thank Boodlezoid, Dumpling, Daniel Dale, everyone else in the chat for being here. And here it is. Love you. know, this is the deep shit. You got to keep it deep. Yeah, dumpling. They are mouth samples. I know you love that. Let's try the lead coming in right here. Let's try that out. Ooh, that's cool, but I'm gonna wait on that one. I gotta have a little breakbeat in there, just a tiny bit. This operator patch is gonna be the lead instrument. I can't really figure out what to do with this yet, so I need your guys' help. I know it's Friday night, but this is some like 5 a.m. Sunday morning shit. Whoa. Little Ableton glitch there. I'll ignore that. So again, we're focusing on the orange clip, the lead sound. I already have some ideas for how we can make it more cool. We'll have a little break here with the tambo coming in, sexy. Daniel Dale, could you pass me some of that spliff, please? Damn. Yeah, Boodlezoid, Live11, believe it. Yeah, this is the latest beta, just downloaded today, Trip Hazard, so it's possible that shit is going to be messy. We'll see what happens. This is the latest version from today. Some ganja music. I wish, Daniel. Come on. Here's a little change up. Hold up. That's the equivalent to a change up in dub music where one sound stops playing. Dumpling, can you email me some of that cartridge? I need a FTP transfer real quick. Okay, so I think I have a plan now. So where we last left off with this fucking scenario. Hold up. So yeah, the lead is kind of doing this dotted eighth note feel, which is kind of classic James Patrick shit. But this is just kind of a scratch operator patch. I'm just trying to like make something cool. I went with a 500 approximately to get a little rubber band kind of shit. No, puff, puff, dumpy. God. Jelly. So hold up. Let's see if we can get some more harmonics out of this thing. Oh yeah, I'm gonna kick that first modulator in series here up to octave. So by turning the course tune up, we're going up an octave. And then an octave and like a half with this 503. I think technically a half of an octave is 6 semitones. That's a diminished fifth, which is going to be right in the sweet spot for summoning Satan, which is probably partially what we're trying to do here. Let's see what else we can do. Yeah, that's about the metallic kind of timbre I was going for. But what I really want to do, and I hate notes. I'm going to take a look at the notes. But right now it's kind of like dun 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 dun. It's cool, but it's a little boring. So I'm going to go ahead and make this clip like quite a bit longer. In fact, I think we should go with like 2 bars or 4 bars. Let's go with 4 bars. And instead of dun 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 dun, I'm going to go with dun 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 dun. I'm not shitting you guys. I woke up this morning, and you know what I was doing from my dream? I was counting 5 over 4. I was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I realized you only add a 1 and then you hit 1 again. So if you were like, so you're kind of like 5 and 5 and 5 is 15. And then you add 1 more that's like a rest or maybe a crash symbol or something, a tom, and then you go back to the 1. It's the same thing if you do 3 over 5. Where if you're doing, we're talking about 1 bar, 3, let's see, so with 3/8 notes, for instance, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 1. So you just basically add 1 to the end of each, whether you're talking 3 over 5 or 5 over 5. So long story short, I'm going to shut up. And what I have is, instead of dunka 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 da, where they start over every couple quarter notes, I'm just going to grab that pattern and keep it on dotted eighths. And even if I go 4 bars, we're going to have just a nice musical amount of information to kind of add to the end. Try that. Let's maybe do a little 8th note in the end for fun. That's some weed music. Let's try the G. The A. Yeah. Right now, I've got the LFO modulating C. I'm going to have it do B. Let's try that again. So we're going to bring it in a little bit before. I want to thank all my people in the stream. My name's James Patrick. Hit me up. Hold up. No. A little less FM. This is the problem, you guys, with the operator. Honestly, like I know the Tambo is so good. I love the operator, but you know what I fucking hate about the operator? is that you can't phase align the LFO. It just goes. You can have it in retrigger mode, but you can't really. You guys in the chat cracking me up. You can't really like phase align the LFO in the operator. It's like so stupid. I mean, you know, the inventor of this thing is one of my heroes. Yeah, collision would be awesome for that metallic lead sound. Okay, let's hit that. God, that's fucking sweet. But I think you're right, Dumpling. You know what? Operator, you suck. I'm going to take the tips in the chat. So if you're in the chat right now, recognize I'm not making this track. You are. So I got to thank my dudes in the chat for giving me some tips, because fuck that stupid operator. I love the operator, but you know what? Yeah, look at this. Here's the Live11 collision. It's the same exact thing, just for the record, even though it looks way sexier. Now you can move your little resonator around on there. God damn. So now let's go ahead and let's solo this and refine this mother trucker. No. So what I need to do is I'm going to take my beam and I'm going to change it up. Let's grab a mallet. Yeah, the spectral resonator. We'll for sure use that, son. Beam is nice. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, I like that marimba in there. No. Plate is cool. No. Okay, so we're either doing plate. Give me a vote in the chat. Plate? Or are we doing the marimba? I think plate. Let's do plate. Come on. Get this glue compressor to act like it knows what's up. Okay, let's see here. How about some of this? Yeah, the plate is sick, right? God, I add a little harmonic ratio shit on there. God damn, listen to that pitch envelope. That shit is sick. Oh, how about the reverse envelope? That's pretty fun. It's in multiplication mode, so maybe we can grab like one of those low frequency tubes, which I just love. Oh, that might be a little bit much, babe. Let's try the plate pipe. Okay, no. We're going to stick with the first resonator. Oh yeah, you think Ableton could be louder? Yeah, that shit is quiet, huh? All right, hold on. I got you. Thanks for the tip in the chat there, Dumpling. Oh, look at my master volume is at like negative 800. Let's try this. Hi, Megan. So we're dicking around. This is kind of fun. Mixing at negative 10. Let's try it with the drums. like to propose a toast to all of my people in the chat. You're watching The Daily Shred. You know this. Going minimal in this section right here. I think for this clap, I'm going to not do the halftime shit. I'm just going to do a regular quarter note. How about that? We'll bring the hi-hats in here again, I think, for good measure. Yeah, Trip Hazard, happy Friday. Ooh, I got a really nice tip from Dumpling in the chat. First of all, I want to thank you guys for, Dumpling pointed out that live was a little quiet, and then someone else in the chat said, yeah, I usually mix a little lower volume. I usually mix pretty low too. That's why I had it all quiet, but then I realized, I'm in the chat, so I had to boost it. So thanks for the heads up, guys, in the chat on that. Oh, cool. Hell yeah. Trip from Chicago. That's sick. I wish we were down there more. I can't wait till the coronavirus is over. Orville Klein and I are good friends. We'll be Slam Academying hard, hopefully at Music Garage in Chicago once things lighten up. But there's a really cool tip in the chat about changing the clap to more of a live clap. Well, so I have the snap in there that's pretty live sounding, but then the clap, a live clap with the let's listen to this clap. Here's what I have. First of all, I have the snap, the claps and the snaps. You got the bleeps and the creeps. So these are the snaps. Those are pretty boring, but they're just, dry. And here's the claps. You're thinking a live clap, huh, with a tight tail? The clap is kind of an afterthought, to be perfectly honest. I kind of want to stay focused, though. The bleeps, the creeps, and the sweeps. I want to stay focused on the lead sound, because I still am not really so stoked about this. Honestly, I think the track is pretty cool without the lead. This is the dotted eighth note situation going on over here, this guy. Yeah, so we were using the operator and it was cool, and then I started fucking with this collision. It's fun to use the Live11 collision, it's fun, but I need to... I love that kind of redundant... Let's get the drums in here too for a little bit of funky. I love those Afro rhythms, where it's like multiple numbers compounding on each other. That little randomness to that hit. Ooh! Listen to that Live11 collision just getting fucking weird. Let's loop this section. We're gonna keep working on this for a minute. That's pretty much what I have in mind right there with that ratio turned up. Should we bring in some bass? Smoke it. my God. You're all just like, hey, man, do you have any more of that stuff, man? Ah! My mic's in the reds a little. Sorry about that. Hey, Ro Reeds 1235. Why don't you go GFY, dog? You too. I am GRCC 201206. I don't want to be famous. I just want to make some music. So go fuck yourself there. Look at this shit. Can you believe this? Let's put a little LFO on that decay time. God damn, right here. Set a destination of that resonator 1. I don't know, mail with mallet stiffness. That'd be fun. Take it out of retrigger. Ooh! Jeez. Going straight COVID on ya. Going to COVID. I think mallet stiffness has got to be a modulation. We got that. We got to give it more LFO modulation. I'm going to give it a triangle wave though. Slow that thing down a little bit. That shit is money, dog. What's up? How about the Tambo road? Okay. Oh my God. I gotta say, I think we figured out the lead sound. That I'd like to thank Dumpling in the chat for suggesting that that collision. We got to play around with the Live11 collision. I used the fucking triangle wave slow LFO to modulate the mallet stiffness because I found that as a really cool parameter. So I went back to the resonator and just tweaked the brightness and harmonics and the ratio. Damn. This shit is lush. So hold on, Dumpling, before you get too excited about wanting to make some techno, I'm going to hit save on that. And I'm going to save it as my Live11 project because this is, yeah, get some lasers, dog. So I'm going to call this Berlin Dub 2 Live11 and we'll save that. And then I'm actually going to, let's shift gears because I love that shit, but it's time to get a little more funky because it's, you know, it's fucking 6:30 on Friday. Deep dub is cool. Dub techno, that's fine. But I'm going to go ahead and say, screw you, deepness. Let's get funky. So as I told you guys in the beginning of the chat today, I've got some B-sides I'm working on, some inside cuts actually. So I have the A and B side worked out on my next vinyl release, which is sweet. But I'm trying to figure out how to accompany those tracks with some B-sides. or some inside cuts. So usually in the vinyl world, the inside cut is like, the second song on each side, the inside track. And usually that's your space for your more experimental shit. I've got a couple of straight bangers for the A side, and that's cool. But for now, these are my B side tracks. We just listened to that dub shit, and that's cool. And I want to thank everyone in the chat for coming through and giving me some tips there. But now it's time to get funky. This is probably that one we just listened to is actually probably the B2 cut, like the inside of the B side. This is the A2 cut. So maybe it would even be cool to listen to the original. Should we go ahead and fire up the OG? Holy shit, what would happen? Do you guys want to hear the original A1 track from the new techno EP that basically no one's heard except for my ninjas and my ninja squad? I don't even think Megan Hamilton has heard that, and she's basically pretty much one of my best friends at this point. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my SoundCloud. It's funny, I'm listening to my own tracks on SoundCloud. Playlist, unreleased techno stuff, Techno Works 2021, and now I'm just gonna do a little routing here with my system audio. Hopefully we don't end up with a ton of feedback. This should be legit. So the song we just worked on the lead of is the B2 cut. In other words, the B-side track on the inside, and the B1 is like the main track on the B-side is like a heavier, dark dub techno kind of situation. This track we're about to work on is more of a funky house jam, and this is a B2 or A2 cut, like the inside track on the A side. And the A1 song is more of like a main primetime kind of party track. And let's see how this works. This one is called Love Perks. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm improvising my way on the stream here, which is ill-advised for any normal person, but I don't give a fuck. And let's see how this looks. So I'm sliding this unreleased playlist into the mix, which is ridiculous. And I'm going to hit play on it. This is called Love Perks. This is the A1 track on the new vinyl release. And let's see how it goes. Man's got to pee, you guys. The man had to pee. So yeah, that's the A1 track. So feeling pretty good about that. Thanks for the positive reactions in the chat. Hopefully you guys' brains are still in one piece. Thanks, Boodlezoid, Daniel, everyone else. Chat, you guys are cool. Dumpling, of course. So now that was the main A1 cut. So now it's time for the B1 cut. The interesting thing about that track we just listened to, yeah, that first is going to be, this whole EP is going to be on vinyl. So everything you've been listening to, and the first outside cut, that one we just heard, is the A1, and now this is the A2, and I'm still trying to work this out. It's going to inevitably be a little quieter because it's live and it's unmastered and shit. But this is the interesting thing about both the I think I want to call the A side the JB side, because both that track and this one are made out of James Brown samples. And I don't know if you know this about me, but I love funk, and funk is pretty much my favorite genre. So especially that kind of dirty, nasty funk. So So here we go. This is a little more of a funky house groove based on pretty much the same samples as that crazy full volume rager. And I might have to turn the volume up over here, or maybe even put a little quick mastering on the channel. I'm going to kill the SonarWorks plugin for sure. And I'll just throw a little glue on there with the soft clipper so I can boost it. Here we go. Let's check out now the B side, or the A2. In other words, the second track on the EP after that one we just listened to. Holy shit, I got flanging. Let me turn off my system audio. Please forgive me. Dear God. Here we go. I warned you, this one's more funky. No, I need to add some FM to that lead. So the big thing, just like the other track, the dub techno song we made from 6 to 6:30 tonight, I realized I needed a little bit of a lead instrument, and that's usually the last thing I do, frankly, for me. I think a lot of people who are more like musically, piano players and shit, they think about the lead first. I think about the lead last. So right now we have this guy, which is another cool Afro rhythm, kind of polyrhythm, and it's also chromatic, like it's not in key at all, which is kind of what makes it weird and cool sounding. Let's listen to it again. Oh, that one note feels a little weird. Dun, 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 dun. I think I want this guy to be, yeah. 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 So what I'm imagining now is after that happens a couple times, maybe the first couple times it's a little more soft in tone, which is my FM. Yeah, fuck yeah. So let's do that again. Out of solo, and I'm going to record some automation on this FM amount. Woo! Here we go. Damn. I was trying to select this module, the FM carrier module, and I accidentally powered off the damn thing. So let me show automation there and just wipe that out. And I can just control click on the little accidentally automated thing and hit delete automation. Then we're going back to this now. Let's jump back in with here. up. I kind of feel like that last section is so epic that maybe we should mute the drums at the end of that, because it's like, oh my god, my mind is completely blown. And then you gotta maybe just get rid of the kick drum for a couple bars. Let's go back to that meltdown shit. Thanks a lot, Billy. Here we go. Right? Right. Yes. Yeah, we definitely want that. So I just got one bar of rest. I just muted the maracas, tambourine, shaker, left the bass line in, put the drums out for like a couple bars. Let's just hear that whole section one more time. Let's take it from pretty much the top. Here we go. So this is a nice little final breakdown, and then we have 4, 8, 16 bars just till the end. Dumpling is grooving in the dish pit. So we got to listen to 3 tracks today so far. We did the B2 cut on the new release coming out, the dub techno thing. That was fun. And then we did the A1 song, the fucking rocker, which is made with James Brown samples. And then this is the A2, the inside cut on the A side. So this is going to be also James Brown bass. I think I'm going to call this the JB side. Let's take it from the top. Shameless kick drum shit. To thank my family for putting up with me. What? Dumpling, get that dish pit. All right, I'd like to thank all my, and most importantly, well, aside from my family, of course, which I love my family, but my second family is my ninjas, most significantly Dumpling, and also all my ninjas. I got a pile of ninjas. I got about 15 or 20 of them there. So it's short term, shorthand for people that work at Slam Academy and have been working there and producing there for years. And none of them make techno except for maybe one Latino motherfucker named Gustavo, but everyone else makes dubstep and shit, and that's fine. So honestly, I kind of gave up on the techno for a long time, especially because I kind of hated the techno scene in Minneapolis. They're a bunch of dicks. But then I realized that, you know what, there's actually good people in there. I just have to be a little more forgiving. And also I need to be more patient with myself and realize that I'm also a dick sometimes too. We're all dicks. So basically, I found myself really fallen in love with just the art of music production once again, where I'm no longer obsessed with what's gonna make, I don't know, what people are going to be able to handle, but more so just like what I feel like I want to create. And I grew up on techno and IDM. Those are the genres that'll always be in my heart. So that's what I'm making now. I'm 44 years old and I'm making techno and I'm making IDM. And my IDM stuff is absolutely fucking sweet. So I hope you guys check that out soon. It's going to be released sometime soon. I'm not sure when. But I also have a Bandcamp label called The Great Magnet, which is all kind of bass music, glitch hop, dubstep, like post dubstep kind of bass music stuff. I don't release too much on that label, but it's very cool. It's thegreatmagnet.bandcamp.com. That's very dope stuff. My boy Conduit, Sam Rivkin, the son of Bobby Z, Prince's drummer, is the label manager. No shit, for The Great Magnet. You got to check that out. I'll type that in the chat. But then also, honestly, back to my own kind of spiritual journey. I just feel like there's so much to be said for like the mental health practice of making music. It's not about, putting out a record and being cool. It's about making the music that is coming out of your soul, and this is the artist approach. And I know for me, I feel like much more so an artist than I do like a classical producer. I'm definitely not a musician beyond just somebody who loves to turn knobs and maybe DJ and stuff. So been trying to like triangulate back to that source. And after, reaching out at the beginning of this year to some of my old techno brethren and apologizing to them for being dicks sometimes, and then also just trying to make sure I have peace in my life, and also focusing my life on being a good father and a good chef for them, cooking a lot of food, and it's bringing me back to my source. So I want to thank everyone for all the support. There's maybe only 10 or 12 people in the stream right now, but between YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, you guys are all dope. And I look forward every week to being here every week at 6 p.m. Friday to be here to make something new and create new shit with all of your help. And I've taken so many good tips from people in the chat today, and it's just been awesome. So thank you for being here. Also, thank you, technology, for making all this possible. In a really weird, twisted way, the same way you would thank Satan. I'm going to thank coronavirus for keeping me home and forcing me to focus inward. I'm also going to thank, Bitcoin for being crazy and keeping me entertained. And I'm also going to thank synthesizers and drum machines and everything else. So that being said, I'm going to round this out with one more original track playback. I mentioned that I'm making some IDM stuff. I've got a pile of unreleased tracks right now, and I'm just having fun playing them on the stream because this is really like your one chance to hear this shit. And so I'm gonna fire up one of my unreleased IDM tunes for the outro and get back to being with my kids. So thanks a lot, Boodlezoid, for being here. Thank you, Daniel, Dale, Dumpling, Billy. Glad to have you in class and stuff. Boodlezoid, get in a class. Take that Ableton flagship program. It's only $100 a month. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, I'll be your teacher along with Dumpling and other people who are in the chat right now. It's absolutely awesome. And let's just make stuff. I don't know. I think that would be great. So, yeah. So, I guess with that, I'll shut up and I'll thank everyone again one last time for being here. This is the Daily Shred. It's Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. And I just hope to see more of you. My email address is jp@slamacademy.com. Here's one of my unreleased tunes. This one is not going on the record that we've been talking about all night tonight. This is an unreleased IDM tune. I got about 2 or 3 more of these in the works, and this will become some sort of Bandcamp album or something soon. So this is fresh off the presses. Finished this one a couple days ago. Everyone have a great weekend. Peace. Yeah, I got to say what's up on all that. Big ups to Boodlezoid for reminding me about So next week is a big week for Slam Academy because we have a really awesome event going on. I just got to mention this while we're here. There's only about 7 or 8 left in the room, but I'm going to show off so I'm kind of developing this master workflow for creating like glitchy, funky, weird music, which I know a lot of my students are trying to make. So I want to go ahead and peep the event page, and I'm going to paste it in the chat for everyone. But next Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central, we're going to have a live stream event. If you're in Indianapolis or the area, you can come to the actually it's sold out, which is cool. But for the rest of you, which is great, you can just watch the stream and it's free and rad. I mean, it's all free, but we're opening a new pop-up in Indianapolis, which is really fun, with my homie Dan Giffen, who's an Ableton certified trainer, and him and I are going to be presenting some cool advanced electronic music productions coming up. Again, 7 p.m. Central, and I'm going to share the link in the chat. So I got copied, and now I'm going to paste it into the chat ski. So now you guys can all grab that, and you can hit that. There's only 34 responses, so it might be kind of tame on the stream, you know. But it'd be great to have you there. And that's sick. Boodlezoid. So Indianapolis, you know, Mary, who helps run Slam Academy, the goddess from another mother, I guess. She helps run Slam, and she's also from Indiana zone, right around Indianapolis. So we have connections there, and also there's this great certified trainer, Dan Giffen. Him and I will be showing off workflows 7 p.m. Central on Thursday. Please try to come through. It's going to be great, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So please, if you can make it, again, the link is in the chat. Just say you're going, and then you'll get a link to the actual live stream. Otherwise, you can just come back to this channel. It'll be restreamed to Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. 7 p.m. Central, Thursday night, Advanced Ableton Techniques with James Patrick. And Dan Giffen. And I'll be showing off, if you were here for that last track, that kind of IDM breakbeat situation, I'll be showing off all the tricks I use to make that kind of music. Where tonight in the stream was all techno. That's cool. I'm not going to be doing techno next week in Indianapolis. I'll be doing IDM stuff. So that's in many ways much cooler. God bless the IDM stuff. So I want to thank all of you for being fucking super cool. And again, everyone in the chat who was here keeping me company, you make my Fridays great. In fact, my whole week, I look forward to seeing you and being with you and being your friend. So come on back to the Daily Shred Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. and also hit me up, jp@slamacademy.com, for more nuggets. All the best. The online classroom experience at Slam Academy is unparalleled. We love masterclass, YouTube tutorials, and everything in between, but Slam Academy is doing something entirely different. With partnerships in the latest interactive online technologies, the virtual classroom experience at Slam Academy is always immersive and engaging. In class, you will share full resolution line-level audio with your instructor in real time, so it feels like you're right there in the studio. There are no vague, poorly described ideas here. Only specialized lessons designed by Ableton certified trainers where you work directly with experts as they help you sculpt your tracks and create your own sound.
Slam Academy is an Ableton certified training center offering courses in sound design, mixing and mastering, and more. www.slamacademy.com